our YouTube channel, and that you can send that to your comrades and friends after the meeting. Yes, so what is INDEP? The International Network for Democratic Economic Planning is an international network for activists, researchers, workers, and students that share the common goal of advancing a post-capitalist economy, specifically based on democratic planning. And so our aim with this network is really to bring these people together so that we can get a place to share information and collaborate on projects and share information such as new publications on the topic, events, or other call for papers that are of interest to all of us. And the goal is also to be able to support each other in advancing both the theory and practice related to democratic economic planning. And so what brings us together? We think that as a post-capitalist project, we reject both command economies for their hierarchical, their elitist, and their autocratic character. And we also reject market economies, so capitalism and forms of market socialism, because of the blind nature of market forces. And so in front of that, we believe that it is necessary to have important decisions over the economic process to be taken democratically, consciously, and actively. So this is the basis of our network. And so we have a website on which we state the values and the constitution of the network. We will have now a bit of time to present this website. And so we invite you all to join the network and to join to become a member. Everyone is welcome. And by becoming a member, you will be able to join the mailing list on which we will send once in a while all of the events, the resources that we will have gathered. And so without further ado, I invite Frida to share the website with you, and he will present you a bit more what our website is like. Won't be long.
Okay, can you see this? This is the correct one, INDEP?
Yes.
Okay. Thought I was sharing the wrong screen there. Okay, so hi, I'm Freddie. I'm an independent researcher in Ireland, and I'm going to just briefly introduce the website to you. Many of you will have already joined. You've seen this website. It's not that complicated, so I'm just going to very briefly overview the main features and what is available here. So we have the homepage. You see that you can, the most important thing really is this join the network, okay, button. And really the main action item from this outcome from this launch event here is for all of you to join so that we can work together. So we'll come to that, but firstly, we've got about what INDEP is based upon, our aims, our values, what defines our democratic economic planning, and so on. In the events page, we have whatever events will be listed. You can see there's already one here. It's a talk by Raphael Arar in early August. And if you're a member of INDEP, it is possible to click here on submit an event and list various different things, whether it's a talk or a discussion group or something, and fill in the details and submit that so that we can collaborate with each other, inform each other what's happening, and so forth. Okay, similarly for news, various different news items will be listed here. As you can see, launched. There's a book on post-capitalism and eco-socialism listed there. Again, if you're a member, you can submit a news item, similar process, fill in the information and post. This is all pretty straightforward. There are resources listed. We have two there listed, resources on post-capitalism. Similarly, you can submit a resource to be listed there. Importantly, when you join as a member of INDEP, there's the opportunity to be listed publicly in our member directory. So this is where we can find each other. All of us can come out of the woodwork and see who's working within the space, etc. So, for example, if I click into this person here, well, I have no information listed, but most people will. um, okay, so that's pretty obvious. You can choose not to be listed here for privacy reasons if you want when you join, but most will. And then there's the Get Involved tab. So there's various different aspects here. Obviously, joining. To join INDEP, you can join as an individual. So that's very straightforward. You just fill in the form and you will join automatically. Organizations can also join. So that isn't the process there is getting in touch with the steering group, which is made simple here. And then the organization can join if we're compatible with each other. You can also sign up to our mailing list to stay up to date with various happenings. And other things which you've already gone through here. We have an events calendar where this will be, it's sparse at the moment, but I'm sure this will become very full quite soon. And there's also an opportunity to form an interest group. So effectively, if you want to discuss a particular topic or something, you can contact us here and get together with other people on that. So that is pretty much everything. Finish on joining INDEP. So to join INDEP, it's very straightforward. You just click this big button, fill in your name, password, etc., where you're from. You can put in a picture if you want. Most people haven't. Just for experience. You can fill in a bit of information about yourself, put in different links, your email or social media, and then whether you want to be included in the membership directory, whether you want to receive the newsletter, and then click save, and then it's done. Simple. So that is everything. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward. It's a user-friendly website, but if anyone has any problems, I'm sure you can contact the communications team, and I will leave it at that. So I'll hand you over to Eric, who will now talk you through the events that we have and activities and how you can participate in INDEP.
Yes, hi everyone. I'm Eric. I lead the INDEP outreach team. It's nice that so many of you are here. And just to make clear with the events that Ferdia shown, this, like the event submission process, this is kind of like a shared calendar. It's not only for INDEP specific events or events that INDEP itself has organized, but if you, your group, your organization, or whatever is holding any kind of event that's related to planning in one way or another, please feel free to submit it. So we have like an overview over, okay, what's happening in the space of democratic economic planning. And you will also be updated about this event calendar through our newsletter to keep it, to be able to be kept in the loop, etc. And yeah, just to make that clear. And yeah, so upcoming events. Ferdia has already shown you the talk by Rafael Arra that's scheduled for the 7th August, 10 a.m. PST. There's also already a Zoom link in there where you can sign up and register for the event. And Rafael will talk about some of his work project where he explores speculative and pragmatic efforts to co-create and realize infrastructures that support democratic alternatives to capitalism. So this is like the only one we have finalized with regards to time and date so far, but we do have some events in the pipeline. For example, a talk by Elena Hofferbert, who will introduce her work that she did together with Cedric Durand and Matthias Schmelzer on combining planning and degrowth. So like a very interesting overlap between these two discourses there. And then we also have an event in the pipeline with Jan Groß, who, if I saw correctly, also is in this meeting, the famous kind of host of the Future Histories podcast. And he's going to introduce his online interactive database and research platform on economic planning. So he's going to show us around how to use it, how to also submit your own literature data, etc., especially for like researchers among you. This will be very, very interesting. But again, you will be updated about that through the newsletter. So subscribe to not miss anything. And yes, also, we will also record these events and share these recordings through the newsletter. So even if you can't make it, even if you have time zone issues, etc., no worries, nothing essential will be lost for you. We want to make this as accessible as possible. And also, if this has inspired you about, hey, I have something in my work, in my organization that we want to share, that can be research related, that can be just experience kind of like sharing and reports, that can be, oh, we've went through like organizational challenges and have learned a lot that's related to democratic economic planning, and we want to share the lessons of that. Please feel free to reach out and we can make something happen. So far, these are only online, so like the barrier of entry is pretty low. And yeah, so these are not only supposed to be like conference or seminar talks, these are very open, very organizationally focused events. Yeah, feel free. And then maybe you've already noticed it through the people who are speaking for INDEP right here. We do have, sadly, quite the imbalance with regards to like gender and global north bias, and we're aware of that. And one of our main goals, especially in the beginning, is to spread INDEP more truly globally, and to really be able to have like an accurate overview over the people and networks active around the world who are doing work related to democratic economic planning, activist, research, policy related, whatever. But here you come into play, because we can only do as much as we can do with regards to our contacts. So please spread the word to friends, colleagues, comrades, and yeah. So that's where we are also where we need your help. And if you have contacts, leads to people, groups, networks that are really interesting, especially in that regard, please feel free to reach out. We're very happy about that. I'll come back to you. And yeah. And then another way you can get engaged, and that will also help with that, is help us translating the website into more languages. Because as you've probably seen, it's only in English so far. That's good, but still quite limiting. And yeah. And last but not least, we are also, with regards to events, looking for partner organizations for either like single events or even event series, so we can craft something that's maybe specifically interesting to your organization, your group, whatever. And there's already stuff in the works. I won't go too much into detail, but yeah, if you have if you have the newsletter, we will let you know. And now last, as you can see on the landing, we have a list of partner organizations. So if you think, hey, my group, my organization is related to democratic economic planning, and we want to like be listed as a support, as a partner organization, that's super, super cool. Please reach out to us and we can make that happen. And I think that's it so far. Now comes the Q&A section. So everything that's unclear that you have interest in, please ask right away. And I think the recording should stop now. And